recommended, or sorry, requested, with a little bit of a twist. See, I'm trying to do this to be more cost effective. So it's not going to be actually beef. And I'm taking some other shortcuts. Now, the first thing we're going to do, actually, before we even start cooking on any of that, is rice. So I'm just going to be making 2 servings of rice, even though stir fry makes 4 servings, just for the fact that I'm going to make 2 other servings later, because you always like your stir fry with fresh rice, not reheated rice. Pretty decent. I'm going to have to put the camera down just for a second to add the rice. Actually, wait, no. I'm an idiot. Forgot I had to actually heat the water first. Anyway. So while this water heats, we're going to be getting the sauce prepared to cook with the meat. Now, there's no real measurement for the cornstarch that I actually managed to actually write down. So, goodbye, ant. So what I do instead is I just kind of guess measure. I like my stuff with a thicker sauce. If you like yours with a thinner one, definitely do less than that. That is probably about a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch. Next thing to get into this pan is 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Mind you, I am doing all this with like one hand. It is not actually the easiest. Because if I try and use 2 hands, it just gets a little wonky looking to you guys. Also, by the time I'm asking you guys to vote for the 8.5K, because you've already voted for the 8K, there will be far more recipes on the list. One moment, I do need both hands to get all 3 tablespoons out. But since I've still got the mic on me, I'm using my new headset, which does not have an adapter yet, which is why I can't do mic on the computer, but I can do mic connected to my phone. It's a little goofy. Let's get this just out of the way. And quickly put in my rice. Now you could just use a 5-minute instant rice or whatever at the end. But I have found myself liking the 15-minute jasmine. Long grain. God damn it. A few grains did escape there, but that's fine. I like the 15-minute rices just because they actually let me use the same timer to cook my stir fry, typically. So while that rice cooks, get that out of the way. We have about 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, maybe 2 tablespoons, and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and a nicely hardened piece of brown sugar there, yay. Hey Griff, and yes I am. Next up is the ginger. Now, this recipe actually calls for, ginger that you buy and then shred or mash or whatever. That really expensive actual ginger. But I found a substitute in the fact that if you pretty much put their 1/4 ginger down to 1/8, or rather just that, twice, then it's pretty much the exact same flavor. And here's me realizing I still need more brown sugar, because I am great. Journey, not really. I asked to do another collab, and he just kind of expressed that, I'm a market that is a one and done. Since he can't really trick me again. And, I'm not the best Valorant player he could find. The best Valorant thing is my words, not his. So give me one moment, everyone. Because I forgot the other tablespoons. And you need 2 hands to do brown sugar, typically. Oak is unhappy upstairs because we got home and she wanted to go right back outside. Alright. There we go. Now typically the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of water. However, due to the fact I am basically substituting the beef with turkey, instead of 2 tablespoons of water, I go about 4 tablespoons, trying to avoid the cornstarch, because the cornstarch likes to floof up. About 4 or 6 tablespoons of beef broth, and then I add my 2 tablespoons of water at the end if the sauce is thickening too much for my liking. Also, yes, I am filming this in one hand and cooking with the other. It is a ride. Now, they say 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. However, they're using actual garlic, so that's actually a 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder. Hey, Dems. One-handed measuring. I'm surprised I didn't spill any. Next is sesame oil. Now, this is kind of hard to get. Okay, whatever, 99. Like, many people are weird to many people. Whatever. So, they tell you, like, 1/4 of a teaspoon. But on something like this, like, teaspoon is the smallest it goes. So you can't actually do that. Unless you're making like 4 servings. And I, personally, like a little bit extra. I am making beef stir fry, except cheating on half the things, and it's not technically. Like, if you follow this recipe, but use actual beef, it will, by all technicality, still be a beef stir fry. Hi, Vinix. Hey, Arth. It is a heart condition, a congenital heart defect. Oak down. And now we come to the lots of things. And lots of things being lots of soy sauce. We're going for 6 tablespoons of soy sauce. And since these caps don't come off, I have to be really weird about it. That one's empty. This one's brand new. Oh, sweet Jesus, yay, it looks like it's a different type of cap. But it's also brand new, so I have to, like, twist this off with both hands. Oh, yay, it is new. This thing can pop right out. Anyway, with an actual bottle I can pour from. And get out of here, and. This goes so much faster. Is this out of focus? Yes. Am I trying to measure one thing while holding a phone and trying to focus the phone on the thing on the other hand? Yes. I literally just do not have enough eyes. That one was not exact. But I'm just going to put that back in. Give it get my 2 tablespoons ready for if the broth thickens too quickly. Now, I found that these are mostly for looks, sesame seeds, but they're a final thing. However, if you don't have that and you want extra flavor, just add like half a teaspoon more sesame oil. It's not that big of a deal. Now these. I'm supposed to have like fresh from the market vegetables, but who's really got that? So I'm just going to be microwaving this one as I start the broth. And since I also don't have 2 broccolis, one of them is cauliflower. Go figure, am I right? Like, how many shortcuts can you take? I need to put my sleeves up and figure out how do I position my phone. Because I have to handle raw poultry. And right after handling the raw poultry, but before continuing the rest of the cook, I 100% want to wash my hands because of safety. So I don't know how to position my phone, and my brother is upstairs, so he can't be a portable tricorder. I'm just getting this mixed up a bit. Well, I think... There's not really anything here I can use like a prop. Because, like, I have a thing for my fucking headset connecting. So it'd be, like, positioned right here? Yeah, this is not gonna work. I think what I'm gonna have to sadly do, guys, is kind of like Alright, so apparently something hit the microphone button. My bad there. So for anyone still watching after seeing Darkness and Silence, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Apologies there. I don't know why they added the microphone button to the side of the screen a right-handed person is most likely to hit it on. Anyway.
Because it's easier for a right-handed person to hit it.
Anyway. So
that's exactly why they did that.
This recipe originally called for beef sirloin, as in, cut the beef sirloin into strips, fry it in the pan, whatnot. Yeah, my first making of this recipe, I used ground beef. Literally no difference. And ever since then, I've started using ground turkey, as it's even cheaper. Really not that much of a difference. Brother, what are you doing?
Trying to figure out how long ago that was.
Yeah, they don't give you times. So I don't care if there's actually spaces.
I could find the time if I went on my account.
After I wash my hands. After I wash my hands. So I don't care if it's actually got any spaces in between it. I just want this to be split up in pieces and such. Some of it is going to try and fuse back together, but that's that. So you're watching meat, but you're hearing me wash my hands. Beautiful, isn't it? I don't know why you're bringing it over here. Yes, there's Oak. Oak! Hi, baby!
How many people do you usually have?
The one at Home Depot got 100 views by now.
I mean, concurrent.
1 to 10.
Okay.
Peace. Okay, so apologies on the whole, forgetting the sound. I'm gonna get that started. And it is gonna get mixed around at times. Just the goal here is to cook the meat. The rice has been finished for a while. We're just gonna leave that there. Throw this out. Broccoli is done. This is for granola bars and pudding. Came over here because the cauliflower is now done. Yeah, I'm not handling that with two. Just 1 moment. There we go. Get this back where it belongs. Essentially, I'm just trying to heat this up. And once it's actually, boiling and crap, essentially this is just me seasoning meat into the sauce here, while also making sure all this turkey gets cooked. You want the turkey cooked before you start throwing in the vegetables. Also, in the pan this size, the vegetables won't fit. So at this point, it's just a waiting game of cooking. It only takes about 10, 15 minutes. So while we wait for this to cook, we can move over to the better entertainment. Hello, Oak. How are you doing, girl? Come over here. Why is that sizzling? Turn that down just a little bit then. So, the reason this stream is a little bit late is just the fact that Oak has a set time to where she will alert me that is a mealtime. I got a little bit distracted. So this stream started right about where she will tell me it's time for dinner. Oak, down! And since it is time for dinner, I get to refill her bowl. Isn't that right, baby? Because she eats about the same time I eat. So gotta make sure to have her food ready when my food is ready. By the way, if you make this in a pan as a one serving, you're only gonna want like a quarter of the meat container. And you can actually steam the vegetables in with the meat. If you use beef, I find it stays in form better and doesn't look so much just like a pit. Yes, yes, it's being made. Just putting stuff away, putting stuff away. Adding in the water. I've also found that it's a little bit harder, at least for me, to figure out when ground turkey's done cooking. So it's more of timing than visuals. Just getting the rice ready. Because I want this container empty for making the other 2 servings of rice. Ever so slightly too little water, but that's fine. One moment. Trying to make sure I get every single grain out. Because I don't want to cook some rice again. It's nice and sticky, just how I like it. There we go. Get it all off the spatula. Make sure the rice is even. go. It's good and even. I'll worry about that later. Let's check this. Alright, this looks like I need to cook it with the lid off to thicken up the sauce. But it looks like the meat is almost done. So while this cooks with the lid off, I'm going to get rid of, put that there, move this back to the rice. Get our servings of broccoli into the bowl, which I do need 2 hands for the scissors. First, I'm just going for a layer of broccoli. Trying to work out how much we each get by eyeballing it out of the bag. That looks even. Oak, leave it. This looks like we've lost a little bit. Make sure it's not sticking. Get the sesame seeds unscrewed and over by the bowls. Spread these out. Plenty of room for the pan. The rest of the thickening up is going to happen as it cools down. I'm hearing someone arrive, so should get started on that second. There's 2 more servings. Rice. and a beautiful professional chip. If it is not cooked when you bite into it, spit what you have in your mouth back into the bowl and microwave it for about 30 seconds. It should then be perfectly cooked. It tastes better than it looks. It usually looks better. And I'm going to be eating this at my computer right before I play Baldur's Gate. The rice looks like it's just getting ready over there. So with that, I'm going to be seeing the rest of you guys later. After I put this rice in. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you in about 30 minutes for Baldur's Gate 3. Bye.